from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your hosts, Benny Wilson and Thomas Christian.
Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for another edition, and welcome for another edition of the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. Today was a very busy day for me. I even posted on Facebook. And for those who are not in my Facebook page, on the Fake News Show, Facebook / The Fake News Show, I gotta tell you, today I got a lot of phone calls and I got a lot of emails all around the world. And surprisingly, I'm gonna let you know what's going on in Australia, according to what I receive. I got some information from places like England, and also I got some information from places like Korea, South Korea, and Philippines. So thank goodness that my show has been listening all around the world, and I've been coming to be noticed more and more time. People are asking me the same question: how can I get into BETROBOT, and how can I invest in BETROBOT? And since there's a conflict of time, for example, for the people from Australia, it's taking me a lot of hours for night sleeping. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna automize the information for those who speak English, and for those like in Spain, because I even received some emails from Spain. I'm gonna do a video in Spanish for that market, since everybody's basically interested in the opportunity of BETROBOT, and a lot of people are going insane on this. Okay, I'm not lying about it. A lot of people are making huge amounts of money with BETROBOT. It is crazy. It is something that is already calling the attention. I will not be even surprised that it will come out on the news and mainstream media. So today I also announced that I created my first Bitcoin, and I started this investment with only $100. And the reason what I did was because I wanted to prove it to everybody that they can actually do it themselves. So now that I make my case, a lot of people are coming to me and they want to know about BETROBOT. Anyway, I got a lot of news, and let me go to the news first. And also I got breaking Intel. And it's not something that I actually get on hands, and because not every day I get breaking Intel. Only when things are really accelerating and things are going really fast on the processing of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. And I got also information from Vietnam Dong. Okay, so just wait, I will give you that information in a bit. But first, let's go to the news. Alrighty. So, okay, I guess that was enough. What information do I got from Vietnam? Well, actually, let me go to the news first. Okay, let's go to the basically the map, the update map that I posted on Facebook. The update map show how little are the regions that are still controlled by ISIS and Daesh in Iraq. And now all the gurus are saying that it is so small. Why they have not delivered Mosul yet? And I said it long time ago that they are so corrupted. And I even said in many other of my shows that do not be surprised if they drag this RB all the way to July. Do not be surprised, okay? And many people don't like that because they just want to get it over with. They want it to actually change right now. And right now, like I told you, I'm going to repeat it again. All right, I had confirmations today that is imminent. All right, that's fine. It is imminent. But where are the announces? There's no announces. And I'm not being negative about it. All I'm being is very realistic. I know for a fact we need to have announcements. From where? From the banks. So where are the announcements? There is none. So as long as I don't hear from the banks, there is no public exchange. Simple as that. So we need to be patient. Are we close? Hey, I just told my whole community in Facebook that the confirmation, not for one source, Will Wolf is just one source. It is only one source. I got 5 confirmations, along with the same elite that told me that it's going to happen in July. So you got 5 confirmations saying that the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will happen very, very soon. So there's going to be madness, there's going to be chaos, there's going to be panic, because things are not going to come out just like I've been telling you, because many of your gurus are telling you, oh, it's going to be easy. You're going to have your 800 number and you'll be able to go to any bank. None of that. It's not going to be that easy. Now, if I get the 800 number, that doesn't make it easy either, because I know for a fact that something's got to happen before we get that number. And I've been telling you from the very beginning that we need to go to a store before we get our blessings. So I want to make sure that you understand that I do not contradict myself, and the information that I hold, it is just like that. It hasn't changed. It has not changed. And when the whole thing collapse, and when the whole chaos collapse, you will see it. You will feel it. You will see it on the TV. You will hear it on the radio, and things are not going to look pretty, especially when they distribute the 800 number. Pay attention how they will distribute the 800 number. Okay? There might be some corrupt handling of that number, because we already got 800 numbers. The 800 numbers are there. And if you call those numbers, even if it is a rumor, they probably tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. So what 800 numbers are we talking about? Are we talking about a special 800 number for this event? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. A special number for this event, for a special area that they want to do and delegate this transition, this exchange, and it's supposed to be conducted in orderly manner. In order. With no chaos, no drama, nothing. So the exchange is going to be no drama, no problem, no confusion. Okay? I want you to understand that part. So what is the panic and chaos I've been talking about? That's before we get the 800 numbers. Because the information that I'm getting right now from the elites is that there are some criminal groups and people that will take advantage of this information. That's what I'm just telling you. Be aware and be ready, because it's not going to be easy. Okay? According to the information that I got on hands, just to let you know, you need to be prepared. Alright? You need to calm down and just wait for information, because eventually everybody will have the information. Okay? Eventually you will have your information to call and make your appointment. Alright? So just take it easy. Let's calm down. Let's continue with the news. On Iraq, they're waiting for the right coast connector, which basically is the termination of this threat of ISIS in Iraq. Now, they spent 3 months to liberate this such a small region. So everybody now, they answered their own questions. Why did they hold back? They know that the whole military, the whole coalition has been held back. They have been told, don't do anything. Why? Why, if they want to deliver a region, a country, because it's affecting their own economy, it's affecting their own delivery of the international markets, so Iraq can continue normally business. Why they held back? Why I've been telling you all this time that it is the number one cause of delays in the RB process. Let me remind you what it was. It is corruption. The Iraqi government, it is one of the most corrupted governments in the world. And they can drag this RB and they can drag this announcement. They even if they announce it tomorrow, they can drag this whole process of the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar all the way to July. Watch how it happens. If that doesn't happen, I'll be the very first one saying, I'm sorry. My people lied to me. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Notice how confident I am about the people who gives me the information. And for those who knows me from 3 years ago, you know I don't mess around. I don't like lies. I don't like hypocrite people. I don't like people that actually take advantage of others. I don't. Okay? So just relax. Right now, it looks like it's going to finish. As a matter of fact, I got another information on hand that just came out to me 5 minutes ago. And it's telling me that they will deliver Mosul tomorrow. Guess what? And I guess it's going to happen tomorrow. Will it happen DRB tomorrow? I don't know. Do I hope that it happens tomorrow? You betcha. I want this thing to be over. Period. Okay? But let's just wait. Let's just wait that these people actually come out with that. Alright? Because today is Monday or Tuesday? Monday. If they deliver it tomorrow, Tuesday, it's perfect for me. If they deliver on Wednesday, my God, that's perfect for me. Will they do it? We've been there in that case before. We've been there in that zone before. That we feel like it's gonna happen, and nothing happens. Don't we? Haven't we? Yes. So when they, bombarded me with a lot of intel information for other euros, I appreciate that because they want to communicate with me. Okay? Because the people that I get actually connected with, they're not people that sell you the Dragon family or sorry for that. Or they don't sell me crap, fairy tales. I don't hang around with gurus that sell that. So when they come out with and they tell me about these things, I respect that information because I don't supposed to know everything. I don't. Now, I have repeatedly telling you, I do not follow gurus. I do not follow news. If I mention the news, it's because it's something that you need to know, and I base the news basically on the news on the information I get from the elites. Okay? So stop telling me in some emails that I get, if you don't believe about the news, why you even mention? And I keep repeating why. Okay? So I got a lot of emails from Australia telling me that the banks are already offering in that area in Australia ways of exchanging the dinar in days to come. Now, this information is, okay, that's fine. Show me the proof. So I'm waiting the proof. When I get that proof, I will let you know. I got a lot of people from several countries. And one of the things is that I also have a lot of fans from several places within the United States, even in California and Los Angeles. And I got like 4 phone calls today from people who have told me the same thing. And this is what's happening in Los Angeles. Let me just tell you what's happening in Los Angeles right now. Since I do not listen to radio, it caught my attention because they say the same thing. And what is happening is that I turn off the radio, and guess what? There's a big promotion, there's a big campaign of selling you trust, family trust. Why is it happening now, since we are very close to the revaluation of all this currency? Why these companies are spending millions of dollars in promoting all the way everywhere to sell you trust, to sell you bonds? Why? Because they know it's coming. That is one proof. And now I got an email in Spain telling me that the banks in Spain are already talking to their customers, saying that if they hold dinars and give them the information, their business cards, in case they hold dinar, for what? Because they know already something's coming. So the banks are already spreading rumors between them, and I want you to pay attention to that. Okay, so I get all the emails, and it just called my attention. It does. You need to pay attention to your surroundings, right? So let me go for another news. This is another news. Okay, this comes from Iraq. They are reporting more training in the private banking in Iraq. Why or what is the purpose of all these trainings? Public exchanges. They are already training their staff when this whole thing comes out. It makes a lot of sense, right? And what I've been saying is, you need to wait for bank announcements or bank news. And that's exactly what's happening. Alright? And it's on the news. Now, we need to remember something about Iraq. Iraq is still on Chapter 7. Remember that time that we have on the news that Iraq asked for the UN to get their Chapter 7, the rest and the leader from the records, and the UN said, we'll do it in about a month. Well, the month is already over. And we're not seeing the Chapter 7 being removed, haven't we? Have we? No, we're not seeing anything. What does that tell you? Well, I can tell you one thing. It can tell you that they might announce the liberation of Iraq this week. And then everything will be removed. All the restrictions, Chapter 7, etc., etc. But what about if not? What about? You need to take in considerations a lot of things, right? What about they don't do anything this week? Let me remind you, today is the 22nd, May 22nd. And when does Ramadan start? Saturday the 26th. And how long does Ramadan last? 1 month. June the 26th. So, can they still deliver Mosul during Ramadan? History has shown us that when they have celebrate Ramadan, we get stuck. Nothing happens. You don't believe me? Just remember. Most of you have been 12 years waiting for this event. Some of us, like myself, we have more than that. So we need to take all the circumstances and all the information in consideration. Okay? So don't fall for the hopium. Don't hope for, what I don't want you to do is that I don't want you to start crying for it. What happened with the Airbnb, Benny? What's going on? Because that's basically what's going to happen. Many of you have seen me when people attack me on Facebook, openly. Because people are so frustrated. People just want to get this over. They're living in dire straits. They're living with a lot of needs. And the reason why I'm promoting all this business is for you to get out from those problems and focus yourself in your situation right now. Do not wait for the RB. Don't wait. You can fix your situation right now. Simple. So why I've been introducing a lot of, not a lot, but several opportunities. It's very simple. Because I've been telling you, my friends, that when you become very rich, there's one thing you will have to get used to. And that is called diversification. What is diversification? Is to actually be able to handle different ways of income. They call it multiple streams of income. If you are going to be so rich, are you going to be dumb enough to spend your principal? No. If you're going to spend your principal, make sure that you're doing the right deal. Because if you don't, that is less than $1 million out of your pocket. And you're not going to get it back. That is why I always have said, and I'm trying to educate my listeners, is that if you're going to buy a house, if you get like $40 million in exchange, and you're going to buy a house, do not touch your principal. Why would you spend a dime from your principal exchange when you can just get a loan from the banks? Why? Because you just want to show the whole world that you have the papers and you don't own anybody? Well, guess what? Fine, knock yourself up. You still have equity on the property, but what about if that property goes away? Many of your listeners, of my listeners, they live in areas where there are tornadoes. My God, I live in a place where anytime we are waiting for the big one. Do you really think that I will buy a house at $2.5 million a house, knowing that I can cash out and just buy it completely with no worries, and one day lose it all? Who's going to pay for me? Now you're going to say, well, the insurance. Guess what? The insurance will not pay you a dime if the whole city collapses. There you go. Bingo. So how do you need to do that? You need to do that because if your property goes down, your bank will have to pay it back. Because they want you to keep paying their interest. It is a necessary evil. It is a necessary evil. And if you lose your house and the bank doesn't want to pay it back because you're not buying for a property, you easily can go to court and no problem. You don't have no house, but neither you have a debt. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Be smart when you actually handle your money. Be smart. There is nothing wrong about using other people's money. Nothing wrong. I said it many times and people don't like me when I say that when the RB happened, in the next 3 years, 98% will go broke. Why? Because, again, people do not get rid of the bad habit of spending. Big spender. I just met a big spender yesterday. Yes. He came out to me and said, hey, Benny, I don't care. I'm making a lot of money. I'm making $4 million a year. And he told me the things that he's spending. I told him straight out, so you're a big spender. Yeah, okay, I see you in next 3 years. And he looked at me like, what? Because I know where he's going. Have I seen it before? Many times. Working in the banking industry, we know we can actually tell you who's going to be a winner and who's going to be a loser. Simple as that. Don't be a loser. Don't be a dumb. The more educated you are, the more probabilities will be that you will continue being rich. Simple as that. Now let me tell you what I'm going to introduce to you in the next show, probably. I met a guy that I posted on Facebook, that according to the information that he gave me, I was speechless. Why? Because as many of you know, I also a system engineer. I work in the IT. And that guy told me something that just took my whole attention. Right now I'm talking to those people. And when I'm ready, I will give you the information you need. It is awesome. I think it's fantastic. I will go for it. Okay, so I just let you know. Now, the other news that I got for you is that I got a contact. I got a lot of contacts. Okay, and one of my contacts called me today. Again, another blessing. Something that just blow my mind right now, and I'm learning about it. I will let you know tomorrow. Now let's talk about what is real right now, because those things are real. I'm not saying they're not real, but let's just talk about what you and me are involved right now. We are getting involved in Bitcoins, in cryptocurrencies, and I'm gonna give you some information. I want you to take a pen and a paper, because what I'm gonna tell you, it is exclusive breaking intel. I repeat, what I'm about to tell you, it is exclusive breaking intel. Whether you believe it or not, that is up to you. I'm just sharing the information. If you wanna buy potential currencies that can get you a return up to 2,000%, according to my contacts, right now there are 2 cryptocurrencies that they might surprise a lot of people. All right, so I will give you the first information. The first information that I got, and let me see if I can find it here. Oh my God, I lost it. Oh, I got it here. Jesus, where is it? Sorry for that. My computer just refreshed and I totally lost the information. Let me see if I can find it here. As you know, I do my show by myself, and I don't have no assistants unless I call them to do all my emails. Here it goes. All right. Have you purchased Litecoin? Notice how Litecoin is right now. If you go to Coinbase, you can buy Litecoin. But notice how Litecoin had not suffered any revaluation, significant revaluation, as we all thought it would. We are getting information that between the 23rd and the 24th, I believe, if my contacts are telling me that it's going to happen between the 23rd and the 27th of this month, Litecoin will explode. Go to Coinbase. If you are in Coinbase, let me just tell you what the price of Litecoin. It is $24.61. I have bought several Litecoins, and they are telling me it's going to explode. Okay? So, just to let you know, if you want to do it. The other information I want to tell you, it is about another cryptocurrency that is calling a lot. And this is one cryptocurrency that called my attention more than any other cryptocurrency around. Let me just find out the information that what I'm talking about. Okay, here it is. The minute that I heard about it, I didn't have to do anything. I don't know why I can predict this. Don't call me psychic, because I'm not psychic. It's just something that I have a feeling inside, okay? And I even asked my contacts. I told my elites, hey, what do you see about Digibyte? And they say, you got a great perspective. You got a great mind, Benny. And they said, Digibyte is going to surprise the whole world. That's what they told me. That's it, what they told me. I cannot take more information from them because they're very sure when they give me the information. They just said it's going to be exploding. It's going to shock everybody. The price of the Digibyte right now, I believe it's about 17 cents. If I'm not mistaken. What I will do, I will get to all my, after the show, I will find a way to give you the information if you want to know how to buy Digibyte. I will get on it. I will start searching because I want to buy it myself. All I know is that it has recently increased up to 317%. And there's going to be a consensus. There's going to be worldwide transmitted, I believe, in YouTube. And people and experts are saying that when that consensus is over, it's going to just explode. Not only Digibyte, but other currencies, okay? So we are getting also into another event that not many gurus and not many people are mentioning. Only some experts that come out on YouTube, okay? And that basically is the collapse and the explosion of cryptocurrency around the world. All right? There's going to be it's going to be something so fast that you will see the information over the net, even on the mainstream media. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be huge. It's going to be so big. You will see a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people just becoming millionaires like this. And it's coming. It's going to be between June of this year and July of this year. It's going to be the madness of the summers and the mothers of all madness. It's going to happen this year. And I have several sources telling me that it will happen. So, like I said, you don't have to wait for DRB. With just a little money, you can make good fortune. All you need to remember is that if you're investing, you're running a risk. It may be that happens, it may be that not happens. But if you just have an open mind in every single business that you want to run, there's always a risk. There is no business that does not have a high risk or middle risk. They all have risk. So just to let you know that, I'm only sharing the information I have on hands. Okay? I will keep you posted for more information about DRB, since many or 90% of the people who listen to my show are waiting for this intel. So I'm going to end up my show by giving you my breaking intel, okay, about DRB. I just told you that the RB is imminent and there will be no more delays. By bringing the RB or the public exchange to your life, it is not a delay. Why? Because we have been telling you that things need to happen before the RB. We haven't seen those things happening, so don't call it a delay. They might just extend it until things are accordingly in order to happen. Because what we are about to see in few months it is the biggest change of the financial system. Remember that. Tell that to your friends, tell that to your mother or father, tell everybody who is involved in this. It is not as easy as they wanted to put it to you. It is not. Like I said, if we are looking for a reset a financial reset system, we need to have a financial event. Haven't I said this for already 3 years? Yes, I have. Okay? So let's remember that. I need you to remember this, and I keep remembering it to everybody in my shows. Why? Because we tend to forget things. A lot of people tend to forget things. I just told you why. It's because the things we eat. Okay? It's just the things we eat. That's it. I'm also going to have an interview with a doctor, with a real doctor, and we are going to talk about some of the topics because health is the number one thing you need to take care of it. I repeat, health is the number one thing you need to take care of it. And I bring in a doctor for you to take care of yourself because many of the people who are brought to me, who are called me, have a lot of issues with their own health. And they only care about getting rich. That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. You need to take care of your health right now because even if you end up filthy rich, it wouldn't matter. You're not going to live that long to enjoy all of your fortune. Simple as that. The most important things in your life are those who you cannot spend money. Period. So wait for more shows because I'm going to give you information that you're not going to listen to it anywhere. Thank you so much for listening to my show. And I'll see you again into another edition of the Fake News Show. Goodbye now.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.